Ho 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 and Merry Botmas, bot builders. Welcome to the Skorpios Builder blog and a very special Christmas edition of our episode. So today, I bring toys for all the girls and boys. And I've actually started a Thingiverse account to start sharing some of the STL files you guys see here on the blog with you so everyone can print this stuff at home. And I'm doing something very special, very near to my heart for our very first file dump. And that is going to be my version of French Cleats. I know, you're probably hoping for a robot. But this little French 3D printed French cleat system I made just for me in the shop. It's really allowed me to organize my tools and make building so much more fun and so much more easy. So, if you don't know what French cleats are, let me explain.
So French cleats are something woodworkers use to help organize their shop. It's a tongue and groove system that allows you to pick up and move the different units anywhere you want. So you put strips across your wall, and then you can mount custom units anywhere you need them. And the best part about this is it's super flexible. So if your tools change, if your needs change, you can change your shop very quickly.
Let me take you on a journey of how this all came to be. This is my favorite screwdriver. And this is my favorite way to do pegboard. Now, traditional pegboard, you get a just a wood board with little holes and hooks. You put this in here, and that like slots in. And then you're supposed to be able to hang tools. And you put the tool on here, and no, that tool doesn't want to hang. And you go, yeah, I've got a tool on a board. The reason I hate these is when you go to pull this out, the hook usually comes with it. And it's why I started loving this thing, because they sold special hooks that hook in with a two-step process where you have to hook it all the way up and then press down. And now I could hang stuff, and when I go to grab it, it doesn't take the hook with it. So I instantly started putting these all over my shop. And I love them. And they had this little clip piece, this nice big clip here, which you could put bends on, like I did right over there. Or they sold fancy little things that click onto it, so you could do like screwdrivers. And I went looking for a solution for my absolute favorite thing, and perfect. I've never been a big fan of their screwdriver solution because you have to lace the hole twice. And I once added it up when I did an 8-hour build session in the shop. I picked my screwdriver up and put it up and down 75 times. And by having to hit 2 holes, it takes more concentration. You can't just like throw the screwdriver up there. And the likelihood of it missing is quite high. More than that, it doesn't sit straight. And so if you do a whole bunch of these, they all end up at different funny angles. And it just doesn't look good. So I liked this idea, but I didn't like the execution. And so I went to my 3D printer. And I should say Wall Control does sell, and no, not sponsored by Wall Control. They should reconsider though, because I have my entire shop covered in it. Like, they sell little hooks for just about every single purpose, but there was no hook that would handle this. And this is probably one of the most useful tools I use the most on my bench. So I really needed something to hold this. And that is where this came from. So, ta-da! It looks odd, it looks silly. It's got a hook and a backer, and it just goes bloop. And then the tool goes bloop. And boom. I've got, and that's one too high, I have a way to rack my favorite tool. And I even put 2 additional holes to put 2 more of my favorite tools here on the back. So I call that the wire stripper holder. But I was still unsatisfied with this. And literally I designed this so it could sit next to this, and then I could put all my screwdrivers. If you could carefully line each one up to hit each hole. And nope. Yep. Nope. Yeah, the struggle is real. And that doesn't actually store that many tools on your wall, and it wastes a lot of space. So I went to my CAD modeler again and made this. Ta-da! It's a little triangular piece with different sized holes and some extra features in the top. So instead of this monstrosity, you stick this here, and then you go screwdriver, 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 and look how fast that loads. And I know you might be like, Zach, is really that quarter second that big of a deal? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. If you are loading and unloading this so much and it takes up so much less space, and those funny little holes at the back, they're for these tools, my spring-loaded little grabbers. And this is another must for soldering and robot building. But I also put holes there, so if you wanted like this dowel punch, you can put the dowel punch, or you could put a 3rd row of screwdrivers, whatever you want. But yeah, that's all just mounted and ready to go. Now, as you saw, my early complaints about this, if you just put this straight on the wall, it takes up a ton of space. And now that we're kind of seeing how many tools you can stack in this small area, ba-boom! Ta-da! Look at that. 4 skinnies, 2 bigs, and these little wide things on the top. This French cleats right here. And then you could do scissors. You could do the flush cutters. You can do the spanner. You could do a crescent wrench. Hell, you could do a lighter. And little wire cutters. And those spots in the back, I set up for spanners. These are all the tools like I normally have on my desk, and you could also stick a ruler in that little square cubicle spot. But you can see like how many tools I packed in just a small area. And like, even though this is the smallest size of wall control, I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 tools racked. And last but not least, I went ahead and made one more of the screwdriver style. And like I said, you can put just a 3rd row of screwdrivers in the back, and that fills out the rest of this rack. And this is my French cleat system. So like, say all of a sudden, I don't want this, I want something else, I can actually switch the whole pod for another one of these. And this allows you to edit to whatever you want, whenever you want. Once I did these, I started realizing there's a lot more potential to this. Because if you look up like French cleats, the woodworking community has been doing millions and millions of different French cleat videos, all making custom crazy sizes. So from here, I made more. Are you ready for more? So once again, you can see I went ahead and I actually labeled all of these spots. So the T-wrenches go on the top, and then you can put Allen wrenches in the bottom. And then for the crazy T-wrenches, I actually just did more of the slotted ones for pliers you saw earlier. But guys, this is my French cleat system. Well, Builder Blog, I hope you found our little dive into French cleats, and specifically my weird plastic version of French cleats, interesting. I hope this helps you clean up your shop and helps you do incredible builds. Please drop by our Facebook page if you print any of these, and share a photo of your new setup. with your awesome new French cleats. I'd love to see it. Anyway, from all of us here at the Builder Blog, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and may God rest ye merry gentlemen. I'll see you in the next blog.